just finished a book with so much potential. It was going to be like The Love Hypothesis meets the Alex Stern series. I'm so sad about this. So this story follows Lennon, where she kind of has a Harry Potter moment and she finds out she's not like other girls, she actually has magical abilities. So she's admitted to this secret magical university. Amazing, I know. So at this university, you can literally learn to mind control people like Damon Salvatore, open a portal to another place on Earth, another dimension, whatever girl. Kind of fun, a little bit overpowered. But you know, it's fine. I was like, I'm just gonna not think about it too much, okay? It's fine. I'm gonna keep reading the story. My biggest issue with this book is the plot. I literally felt like I was in a Sharknado movie, and then all of the sharks in the Sharknado were actually random plot devices, and they would spin around in the vortex, and then one of them would come out and smack me in the face, and then it would get sucked back up in the vortex, and I would never see it again, and I just recovered and moved on and prepared to get smacked by the next shark. Another issue is the absurd amount of student teacher relationships in this book. You know, at first I was sold, like I said, The Love Hypothesis. I love her. On my shelf right now. The thing about a student professor relationship is that it is forbidden. That is part of the appeal. When every single teacher is dating a student, it begins to feel predatory. Why is this widely accepted? In some situations, it actually was predatory, but I'm not going to talk about that right now. My final gripe, and actually, you know, I think this is my biggest issue with the book. The romance is god awful. Our love interest has the personality of a block of cheese. Actually, I think that's too much personality for him. He has the personality of a rock. Our professor, he's a talented sorcerer, he's edgy, he has the moth tattoos, which I love bugs. I'm here for that. Unfortunately, his only personality traits are lying, evading the truth, and he just doesn't do anything except exist and be powerful. Normally this works in a book, especially in the beginning, because they have this air of mystery, and then you have to like crack them open and find out who they really are inside. Except you crack Dante open and it's void. There's nothing inside of him. He just exists. I never felt the romance because if he doesn't have a personality, how are they actually supposed to have a connection? Like there just can't be an emotional connection there. Therefore, the romance does not make sense. He literally lies to her all the way through this book. He never stopped. This book tries to turn things and be like, oh, he was always on her side. How? He would have changed his behaviors in so many ways if he was actually on her side the entire time. So yeah, 2.5, it was chaotic. That's actually a generous rating, and I only gave it that generous rating because I did actually like the writing style. Like, I felt transported into the story, but just not very far past the beginning because what even happened? Have you read this? What do you think?